Hello everyone, welcome once again to Spice It Up with Onwadia. It's a delight to have you. If you are a returning subscriber, I'm so grateful that you can always stop by this channel to say hi and pay attention and watch the videos. And if you are a new subscriber, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for finding this channel interesting to stop by. I am your love doctor, just in case you don't know. Today, we'll be looking at a very serious situation in marriage. Are all women truly getting sexually satisfied by their husbands? Your guess is as good as mine. It is no breaking news that over 60% of married women don't get sexually satisfied by their spouses. Well, I have a chit chat with a couple of women and come to discover that most times women have to fake that they're satisfied. They have to fake orgasm. They have to fake satisfaction just to let this man, get off them or to boost their ego and make them feel manly. Let us look at some of the reasons why women are not getting sexually satisfied. The role of sex in marriage cannot be overemphasized because we know apart from procreation, sex or good sex rather helps to boost the immune system and to also boost our moods whenever we are stressed or whenever we're down. So most times that women have to fake these things just to make this men feel like they're digging it in well, as if they're about to discover another oil well. It's not because they are satisfied deep down within them, but because they just can't help it. They just can't help it. So we have to look into these reasons. One of the reasons why women are not getting sexually satisfied is as a result of the selfishness of the men. Yes, selfishness. Selfishness in the sense that most men just think only about themselves. They don't think about the satisfaction of their wives. They just go in there, push a few thrust and then they are up. They just shoot and come off. The next thing is they are sleeping off without paying close attention, without considering if this woman is sexually satisfied or not. You just go off to sleep without even wasting it up to, some men don't even waste up to a minute and they are sleeping and snoring off, leaving these women wanting for more. They can't even dare ask for more. Otherwise, you see her ask in nymphomania. Like I said, the benefit of sex are enormous, but that's not what I want to focus on today. Rather, I want to look into why women are not satisfied, why women don't get enough satisfaction from their husband. Are the men responsible for this? Yes, to some certain extent. Are the women equally responsible for their predicament? Yes, also to some certain extent. So let us look at how these men are responsible and to what extent, and how women also contribute to their inability to get sexually satisfied from their husbands. There is more to sex than just orgasm and a few thrusts. Like I said earlier on, it goes deeper than that. It's about the closeness between couple and the connection they feel after a good satisfying sex. The connection is deep. There's this feeling of satisfaction, not just when you come, not just when you push in. It is something that after a session, you feel a certain closeness with your spouse. Now, men have to understand that women have different triggers, just like the men do. There are certain things that turns the woman on. There are certain things that puts her in the mood. What's her trigger? Do you know, as the husband? Do you know what triggers your wife? Do you know what turns her on? Do you know what puts her in the mood? Do you know what makes her horny and ready for you? It's not just about going in there when she's dry and then you want her to be, women are wired differently, just like men are wired differently. Some women want to be pleasured in certain ways. Have you tried out, other ways of satisfying or pleasuring your wife? It goes beyond just the penetration. Most women want oral sex. Not just the penetration. That is what gives them satisfaction. But for you, the man out there, you just feel, oh, you are too matured or too titled or too religious to give it to her. What if that is where her pleasure comes from? Her nipples. Have you tried sucking her nipples? These are different triggers. These are, different ways, different things that turn women on. Have you tried, giving her pleasure before sex, before the actual penetration? Have you tried discovering her body, licking her up, touching her at every sensitive place, and then see where her body responds to better? You don't just assume because your ex-girlfriend probably likes her nipples sucked or just love kissing or doesn't like her nipples sucked, then you assume your wife is the same. Women are wired differently to receive pleasure, just like you, the men. There are sensitive places. And every woman wants to be pleasured. We are different. That is what makes us unique. So you don't use your past relationship or the woman you are mating. You don't use her experience to judge another woman or make conclusion or draw conclusion. So you have to think about those places. If you are in doubt, I will always say ask. Ask her, sweetheart, where would you like me? Where would you like me to touch you? Foreplay is very important in sex. You cannot joke with foreplay. A woman doesn't just come on like that or begin to feel horny unless she has been so starved for a long time. But a woman, who is actively involved in sexual activities don't just get horny that way. Trust me. A lot of times, it's very easy for a man to just come up, get hard, and get in, get out again. But it's difficult for a woman. She needs time. Her body needs to wake up. Her body needs to be turned on. And you have to take your time. No rush. Where are you rushing to? She's your wife. Take your time to discover her properly. That way, by the time you're done with your foreplay, you discover she's so ready for you. And even if it's around a few minutes round, you discover she's satisfied because before the actual sex, she's already turned on. So pay close attention to those, sensitive areas, erotic, points that turns her on. When you pay close attention to that, you are halfway towards satisfying your wife. From my interaction with a few women, having a chit chat, I discovered that a lot of married women are too shy to discuss sex with their husbands. Too shy to talk about sex, to talk about what they want from their husband. I mean their God-given husband. Not a boyfriend, not an outsider. A man you say is the bone of your bone, the flesh of your flesh. A man you have been committed to. You have the license to do whatever you want with him. A man the whole world know you are having sex with. You find it difficult to discuss this sex with him. How then do you get satisfied if you cannot even discuss sex with your husband? If you cannot tell your husband what you want? Most times, the inability to discuss this because of shyness makes it difficult for these men to even know what their wives want. For the man out there, please observe your wife. If you notice she's a shy one, please help her out. Help her shyness. Ask her. Ask her. And she will tell you. Maybe shy in a shy way. She's shy, but ask her, do you like it here? You touch her, let her move. Try out, touch different places and watch her move. Then you notice where turns her on the most, where she wants. Then give it to her, save her from this shyness because she's not able to open up to you. It's difficult for her. Now, another reason I discover apart from shyness is too much religiosity. Too religious, too holy to even enjoy sex. Is God not aware you are having sex with your husband? You just want the missionary style. Are you going on a missionary journey? You just want a missionary style all the time. Loosen up, please. Explore different sexual positions that can satisfy you. Don't just let the man do his thing and get up. He may be a pastor or a man, whoever. Sex is holy, it's sacred between two people. So don't deny yourself that because you feel you are too holy. Explore, try out different positions, and you, the man, come off it. Nobody says pleasuring your wife will take you to hell. No way. Your Heavenly Father is aware you are doing your duty as a man. So why don't you just do your part while you're winning souls and saving souls? Win the soul of your wife, also. She is your first convert. Don't ignore her. Take out time to give her all the pleasure. Minister to her first. Minister to her sexual, to her sexual need. Minister to her pleasure first. And then you see that she will be so happy, praising God and giving testimonies of your goodness all the time in her life. Another thing is tradition and culture. Culture, there are some people that have been circumcised. Because of that, they're not able to get pleasure. Because of the circumcision, their clitoris have been cut off. This is so painful. It's so painful. I can imagine what women on this shoe are going through. Because no matter what you do, if you like, you pound her for the next 10 hours, she's not going to feel the pleasure. So, do your best as a man when you know your woman is circumcised to pleasure her in other ways. Oral, kissing, smooching, do other things that will make her happy, knowing fully well that it's hard for her to get orgasm through penetration. It's not her fault that she found herself in that condition. And this is the reason why most women masturbate a lot. Most use sex toys. Now, don't get me wrong. Nothing is wrong with masturbation or sex toys if that is what you want. I am not here to judge or to be a judge. No, I'm here to just say that masturbation, when you are addicted to it, it becomes a problem. When you are addicted to it, no matter what the man does, as soon as he gets up, you just find yourself in a corner masturbating. Or as soon as he does his 10 hours marathon and leaves, you go and bring out your vibrator or your artificial, and you begin to use it just to feel that satisfaction, just to get orgasm, just to get high. But if you as a husband, most of you don't know your wives are into this. Unfortunately, most of you don't know that your wife masturbates. You don't know that your wife, have sex toys hidden somewhere. Now, I'm not saying you should begin searching the house round. No. If you do your job well, she wouldn't have any need to masturbate or have sex toys. And if you are the type that, like sex toys with your wife, good, explore, use it. There are some men, who use these sex toys with their wife during foreplay. Nothing wrong with it. But if you know you are doing your best, she's not getting there, then you know that your best is not good enough. There are so many other things you need to explore with her. Another reason I discover why most women don't get satisfied, it's the high libido. Some women have high sexual libido. So no matter what a man does, maybe if you are a 2-minute man, sorry, you cannot satisfy a woman with high sexual libido. Try and boost yourself. Boost yourself. If you need to take any sex booster to push you a bit further, take you a bit further. I'm not saying you should kill yourself on top her. No, but push yourself up a little bit in order to meet up. Don't be selfish. Don't be self-centered, thinking only about when you come. Thinking only about when you shoot. Have you ever thought about giving it to her till she comes before you even come? What I noticed with men is the moment they come, that is the end. That is it. They are either off or they are sleeping. So take time, please. Be a good husband. Give it to her. If her sexual drive is very high, take time. Take a lot of time with foreplay. Play with her a lot. Play with her a lot and then get her really, really aroused and wet. So it becomes easy for her to come before you even start your own journey. What are the implications or the consequences of a woman not getting sexually satisfied? What becomes of her? What happens if she continues this way? 1, it can lead to infidelity. Some women you see today playing away match, having extramarital affair. They are not doing it because they want to do it. They are not doing it because they derive pleasure from it. It is because they are not satisfied with you, the husband. I am not blaming you totally. I am not saying infidelity is an excuse. It's not an excuse for any woman to cheat on her husband. No. But most times, when a woman is left unsatisfied for a long time, there are every chances that she might be tempted. Temptation abounds. No one is perfect. No one. I am not saying infidelity is a way out. No, but I'm letting you know, when you hear or see a married woman cheating, most often times it's not because of material things. Most often times it's not because she wants to get something from the man. She's looking for satisfaction. Another is anger and resentment. Have you ever wondered why most women are so angry with their husbands? The man may not even know this. She resents him so much. You know why? She is not happy. A sexually unsatisfied woman is never happy. She is not happy with you. Know it. When she nags anyhow, when you see her shout and nag at you at every, slightest provocation, know that you're doing something to her. Know that she's angry deep down there. She can't help it. She's starved. She wants you to do the right thing, but you are not even paying attention to it. It creates this certain resentment. Sometimes she doesn't even want your touch anymore. You touch her, she's disgusted. You want sex with her, she doesn't want it. You know why? Because you just take her here, just here, and then you leave her flat. Anger, resentment is a bad thing. And before you know it, it gets worse. Things get out of hand. Another thing, that affects women who are not sexually satisfied is addiction. Addiction is a bad thing. I have mentioned that before. Addiction to sex toys. Some women get too addicted that they can't do without it. Even when you, the man, start pounding for 1 hour, she is already addicted to that masturbation and she will need help. Some keep trying out different sex toys and equipment, which leads to frustration, because the more things you use, the more frustrated you get. Today you are trying out a vibrator, tomorrow you are trying out this. Like you keep trying out different sexual sex toys. It's not because they wanted it this way, it's just that it has led to that. That sexual unsatisfaction has pushed them to addiction, which will require help to get out of. Then, stress. A woman who is not sexually satisfied is stressed. It can lead to mental breakdown because you are not helping her ease off the stress, because she's not easing out. Look, sex is a good therapy for stress. When you are stressed and you have a good calm, trust me, by the time you sleep and wake up, you feel brand new. You will feel brand new. So it can lead to mental breakdown. You are just tired of complaining, you are not getting the sex, a lot of things are stressing you out, and before you know it, you break down, become too emotional. Any little thing you provoke, you are so angry. Somebody greets you good morning, you say, what's good about the morning? You go to work, you notice a woman is always frowning, always angry. Even a good morning, sounds crazy to her. She's not happy, she's not smiling. It's the mental breakdown. Help her out. Do your job as a man. Then it can lead to separation and divorce. When it gets out of hand, you are losing your wife. That's the news. You might be losing your woman gradually, bit by bit, you don't know it yet. But the day a woman wakes up and says, I am done, it didn't just start that day. It's not because you are not taking care of her financially or you are not doing other things. It is because you have failed her as a husband when it comes to sexual satisfaction. Sometimes when people go for therapy or they go for counseling, you hear just because of sex. It's not just It is very serious. I don't joke with it. There are things I don't joke with. This is topmost. I don't play with it, and my husband knows it. So pay attention. This is very vital. This is one thing that holds couples together. One thing that bonds them together. It's God-given gift and ability to mankind, not just for procreation. When you realize this, you will be able to, utilize it and take advantage of what you have been given, what you have been blessed with to satisfy one another. Let us look at some of, the solutions to this problem. One, first thing first is communication. Communicate with your spouse. Be able to express yourself. Express yourself. Tell your spouse what you want. Tell your husband what you want. Tell him where you want to be pleasured. Communication is key in everything. Without effective communication, there will be breakdown in marriage. Communicate, open, tell your spouse, then open up and be confident. Be confident of yourself. Are you not proud of yourself? Don't you love your body? Be confident. Kill that shyness. Speak to him. Tell him, I want it this way, or I'm not satisfied. He won't kill you. He won't. He's your husband. Say, sweetheart, I want more. Sweetheart, I want it from the back. Sweetheart, I want snake and the monkey shadow. I want wheelbarrow style. I want waterfall. I want this. Tell him what you want. Kill that shyness. Be confident. Because at the end of the day, you will be the one that will be satisfied. Then, seek sex beyond procreation. It is not just to make babies. It's not just when you want to make babies, you get down to the bedroom. No. Sex is beyond that. It is the magnet that glues you. It is the glue, the magnet that connects you with your husband, with your wife. Until you begin to look at it beyond that level, you might never get satisfied. See it as a gift. I will always say, for me, it's a gift given by the Almighty for spouse, for married people to pleasure themselves, keep themselves company, and enjoy each other while in marriage. Concluding, I will say, make a joyful noise to your starved neighbors. Enjoy and express yourself. Let the ringtone go high up. Let the whole world know you are a sexually satisfied woman. Until I come your way again with another interesting topic, I remain Onwa Dia, your love doctor. For now, I say bye-bye.